face of the lies, to the hearts of the people, through to the government surprise.
Loren Haynes will join us in a few moments with a career that really took a turn he didn't expect. Kind of an amazing story. When we come back, we're going to hear from Loren Haynes, who is a screenwriter, a photographer, an actor, singer, and songwriter, and I understand darn good at all of them. We'll see some of what he's done and hear the song that he has written in a way he didn't expect to about Beijing.
Face of the lies, to the hearts of the people, through to the government surprise. 100,000 covered Tiananmen Square.
Presently, however, we turn to another music maker, a man who had written a song about Beijing, and after what happened in Tiananmen Square, he rewrote it. It has now been translated. It is being played on over 60 stations across America. The lyrics have been smuggled into China, and we would like to introduce to you now Loren Haynes and his song, Beijing.
Face of the lies, to the hearts of the people, through to the government surprise. 100,000 covered Tiananmen Square with the dream in their eyes. Empty hands and armed with idealism, they made the impossible become a realism. Students believe prevailed and the control of power was almost curtailed. Men and women threw their lives at stake when they dropped to their knees and shouted to the sky.
Hey,
Loren Haynes, who had written a song about what he was already watching, the student protests in China, having no idea that what was about to happen in Tiananmen Square would alter his perception of what was going on and have to alter his song. Welcome to you, Loren.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Sit down and relax. It's not easy to get it going at 9 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's not. It's a pleasure to be here.
This is fascinating, the story of how this song came from your heart and has been altered, and it's very visceral for you, is it not?
Yes, it is. I wrote this song, as you said, before the massacre had happened in China. And I just was, I was in Santa Fe, New Mexico, where I spent a lot of time, and I just got very, very moved by the whole situation for many reasons. One was the peacefulness of it, which is ironic now, but what happened.
Yes.
The organization, the fact that you could have 100,000 and more people there gathered, and they still were able to have a lane open for the ambulances to come in and come out and take the hunger strikers. And the cause, the fact that they were willing to, as I say in the song, risk their lives, which we now know they did, and gave their lives, for a cause they believed in, freedom of speech, democracy, which we have here, and often is abused. And so I was very caught. That's what initially caught me to the whole movement. I couldn't get away from it. And the song basically came out. I wrote the song in 2 days. I started making notes and so forth, and then wrote the song, the music to it, about 2 days later.
And you wanted us not to forget about it, too,
Absolutely.
obviously.
Oh, that was it. It needed to be heard by us. Again, initially, on the positive side, or the idealistic side, to say, look, we can still do this. Let's not get jaded. Let's not be cynical. We can still make a difference.
It's interesting you say that, because in reading about what happened just this morning in some of your material, what happened in Tiananmen was referred to as the ill-fated effort. Well, for them to think it went for nothing, of course, is the tragedy you would like to avert and work against.
Absolutely, and I don't believe that at all. You know, the seeds of freedom have been planted in the consciousness of the minds, and it's going to continue to grow. It's a shame that so many lives had to be taken, and there is a step back, but absolutely not. It's not ill-fated. I don't want to believe that.
Well, and you hear that with such a strong voice from those Chinese natives who are here stateside.
Absolutely.
It'll be fascinating to see what happens to this song and the lyrics that have been smuggled in, along with tapes, as we understand. The interesting thing about Loren Haynes, which caught our eye even before this happened, was that you are multifaceted and you do well at all of those efforts. It's not just a PR bit of business. As a photographer, he has shot photographs like this. This is a self-done, self-photo, is it?
That's a self-portrait, yes.
Yeah, yes. I guess you call a self-photograph a self-portrait. And what are we watching here?
This was in the Philippines. This was in Manila, and this is some children I did. I was in there, Philippines, doing a film. And I brought along my camera and did some black and white photographs.
You were there as an actor?
As an actor.
Who happened to study with Strasberg and has done off and on Broadway. And who is this?
This is little Steven. He's a musician, used to play with Bruce Springsteen. They'll hate me to say that. But he's been involved with Sun City and many political projects.
Yes. Pat Benatar. This was a cover shot on Spin magazine.
That's right.
That you shot. What a beautiful shot of her.
Thank you.
Also. Oh, and here we have what?
That's Bono from U2.
A French magazine, looks like?
It's in a French magazine. That's been running a lot. A lot of my photographs, I have them syndicated, and a lot of them run in Europe and get sold in Europe.
What do you do best?
I don't know. I don't know.
But you're doing them all.
I'm doing them all, which is very, very nice. It's kind of come full circle. I started as an actor. Actually, I started as a musician and then let that go as a career. Picked up acting. My family was all involved in theater, and I was very obsessed with psychology, and somehow that led me to Strasberg, acting, and then Strasberg, and it all kind of connected. And because acting is a tough career and jobs are far and in between, I then picked up photography to make extra money. That career kind of took off on its own right. So for 3 years, I basically just did that and let go of the acting, because if you're going to build careers, you've got to put your energy into one place. Then decided photography wasn't quite enough, and I was in New York at the time. Decided to come to Los Angeles and try and work the acting back in now, along with photography, which had given me confidence in myself and an ability to kind of support myself. And the acting came here and started acting again quite a bit.
Boy.
And wrote a screenplay, which the protagonist in that is a musician. And somehow vicariously I started writing songs through this character. I applied them and put them into the screenplay. And we got, along with the screenplay, made a demo tape and got that out. And that got a very, very strong response.
Wow.
And that's how this whole music thing kind of started. So now they're all connected. It's kinda nice.
They are, and it has unleashed the muse at work in him. Over 20 songs in 4 months. His mother was raised in France but born in Russia, the youngest dancer ever in the Ballet Russe, and the story of his family never stops. You will hear more of Loren Haynes, and if you'd like to hear him in person tonight, at My Place, which is a wonderful little house in Santa Monica. The number 213-451-8596 is where you would make reservations for tonight only, 8 o'clock. And will you be doing your Beijing song tonight?
I will, yes, I will.
You bet. Loren Haynes on the map. Good to meet you.
Thank you.